Welcome to today's leg workout, labeled Legtastic Lover. This is personally one of my favorite workouts, and we're gonna get right into it. All right, we're gonna be working on all of the major lower body muscles, legs, glutes, hamstring, a little bit of calf, and as you're doing all of these workouts, you will get some of your core workout as well, all right, because we're always keeping the core engaged. All right, so before we start, we're gonna go into a nice quick warm up. All right, we're gonna start with knee raises, grabbing that knee slowly into your chest. Good. You want to relax it back down. Grab the other knee back up into your chest and back down. And your focus on this is to bend one leg, find your balance, and raise that knee nice and slowly up into your chest, all right? And this is gonna help stretch the glutes, hip flexors, all right? And it's also gonna help get you primed, those ankles primed for all of the movements we're about to get into. One more on each side here. Perfect, good. Next one of my favorite stretch, piriformis, all right? We're gonna do a piriformis stretch. Also takes a little bit of balance, but I'm right here with you, okay? We're gonna bend one leg slowly, cross the leg, grab the top of your foot, top of your knee, and pull evenly up. And you should feel that stretch right in the back here, that glute there. Flipping sides, cross, bend the knee, pull up nice and slowly. Perfect, other side. Good. Nice slow control movement, guys. We are definitely working out legs today. You guys are gonna get fired up with this one, I promise you. Good, next movement we're gonna do is some good morning lunges, okay? You can put your knee on the floor for this, lean forward, and all we're gonna do is take ourselves leaning forward just a bit and then lean backwards, looking upwards, and you should feel the opposing hip flexor getting a stretch. Good stuff. Lean forward and back. Good, one more time each side. Lean forward and back. And those hip flexors should be getting a nice, good stretch there. Lean forward and back. Good, all right, so our first movement, we have alternating front lunges. Okay, guys, nice slow control movements, making sure we come down as low as we can with the knee, all right? So we're gonna start, feet shoulder width apart. We're gonna take a step forward, make sure we're lowering ourselves nice and low, tap the floor slowly, and alternate feet. Good, nice slow control movements. And your goal right now is to just stay nice, slow, and under control. Notice as I'm going down, it is almost like a 3, 2, 1 count. Good, 3, 2, 1 count. Good, take about 3 more seconds here. Perfect, and time, good. Next movement we're gonna go into, guys, just some regular squats, but these are gonna be some tempo style squats. So in the same way that we just did our lunges with a 3, 2, 1 count, we're gonna lower our centers of gravity for the squat in the same manner. Counting 3, 2, 1, and exploding up for that full squat position. All right, here we go, guys. In 3, 2, 1, and coming down. I like to put my hands in front of me to help balance and come up. Come down, 3, 2, 1, and pop up. Perfect. And as you're coming up through that squat position, I like to tell people, squeeze your glutes together. You're gonna get the same work you would get as if you were underneath a barbell or using some weights or anything of that nature. These hands is gonna help you keep your spine neutral. It's gonna help you make sure that you're in the proper form. Knees, shoulders, everything is in a line. And time, good. You should feel them quads working just a little bit. Next move we're gonna go into, guys, are side lunges. This is so important to make sure we do the right form. So as you step out, make sure that your toe is pointed outward just a bit and you're leaning into that position with your shoulders in line with your hips, okay? And as you come back, we're gonna do one knee lift. All right, here we go in 3, 2, 1. Take a nice step. Make sure that foot is pointed outward. Lean into that. Good, come back up and knee lift. Perfect. Take a big step. Turn that toe out, lean into it, get a good stretch. Make sure our body's in line. Step and knee lift. Good, big step. Out to the side. Perfect, push off, 8 seconds here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Now we're gonna work the other side because we don't wanna have any muscle imbalances, right? All right, so let's go ahead and work the other side. Same thing, like I said, making sure we stay in line, point that toe out to one side just a bit, not too much. You don't want to go ahead and do an outward push like you're doing a sumo squat. You want to make sure it's an angled push outward. Make sure the knee is in line with the toe. Make sure the knee is in line with the hips. Shoulders are in line with your hips as well. All right, here we go in 3, 2, 1. And we're gonna take a step, turn the toe out, lean into it, lock the other leg, pop up, and knee lift. Good, and pick a step, down, lean into it, perfect. Back to the middle, and knee lift, good. And that knee lift is also super important because it gives us a little bit of an active rest in between the actual exercise movement, right? We wanna make sure that we're not having any wasted time. It's only 15 minutes. 15 minutes to get the best version of yourself. Good, big steps, back to the center, knee lift, and time. Good stuff, guys. Looking really, really good, looking really, really good. All right, so now we're gonna go into our reverse lunge. The reverse lunge is very similar to the front. The only thing different, we're going backwards, all right? So that back leg is gonna kick back. Make sure you're not overextending. You're gonna drop the back knee, tap the floor slightly, and pop back up. I want you to tap the floor because it's gonna make sure that you're getting as low to the ground as possible. Eventually, you won't need to tap the floor. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, and kicking back knee straight down, pop back up, feet back together, step back, slow control movement, back together, good. And every time you step back, you wanna make sure that everything is in line, trunk is upright. You don't wanna be leaning too forward like this because then you're putting unnecessary pressure on your knee. Make sure you're staying centered, shoulders are up, chin is upright, and we're going through the full motion. 3 more seconds here. 2, 1, and time. Good stuff. Let's get a little bit of a break here. Shake those legs out. Guys, look, legs are the most important component of our body, right? You gotta make sure those things are working hard. So practice good form. Make sure you're following closely. And if you need anything, any type of modification or need to take a rest, go ahead and do so, right? Or if anything, any modifications you need to do, make sure you're just taking your time with it. Don't rush through the workout because that's the worst thing you can do when you're trying to complete something like this, all right? So we're gonna start back from the beginning, starting with those alternating front lunges. This time I'm gonna put my hands behind my head. It's gonna add a little bit more of an element, and it's also gonna make sure that it helps keep my posture in line, okay? So we're gonna enlace those fingers behind our heads, keep those shoulders flat apart, and we're gonna start with those alternate lunges in 3, 2, 1, and here we go, stepping forward and coming back, good. Other leg, step forward and back, forward and back. And remember, like I said, make sure that your trunk is in line. You shouldn't be leaning forward at all. You should almost get a 90-degree angle on both legs, forward and backward. 10 more seconds here, 9, 8, 7, you got this, guys. Push through, and time, good, good. Next movement we're going into is those squats. Tempo count, 3, 2, 1, and explode up as high as you can. Almost to the point where you may wanna jump. So if you wanna come up on the tips of your toes, you can. I'll do so in this rep, all right, guys? Follow me closely with that. Same thing, we're gonna put our hands behind our head, interlace those fingers nice and tight, squeeze the shoulder blades, get a good neutral position with those squats. Here we go, 3, 2, 1, and we're lowering our center, 2, 1, and pop up. 3, 2, 1, and pop up. 3, 2, 1, and pop up. 3, 2, 1, pop up. 3, 2, 1, and up. Good stuff, guys. 10 more seconds. 5 seconds, 4, 3, feel the burn, control, and time. Awesome stuff, awesome stuff. All right, guys, we're going into our side lunges now. Remember, you can point that toe out just a little bit of an angle. Like I said, not too much to where you're stepping out wide. You wanna get a little bit of an angle, 45 degrees, something of that nature, so that you can make sure that those knees are in line with the tops of your toes, your shoulders are in line with the knees, and so on. All right, here we go, starting in about 5 seconds. Get those arms and those legs ready. This time we're gonna keep the arms in front of us. We won't interlace them this time. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and stepping out. Lean into it, good. Find that good stretch and knee lift. and step out. Lean into it. Good. Back to the center. Step up, out, lean, step up. Perfect, guys. Knee lift, stepping again. Good. 3 more seconds here. 2, 1, and relax. Good. We're gonna switch to the other side now. All right, it looks good, guys. It looks good. We're halfway through this workout so far. You're doing a great job. I know you're starting to feel a little bit of a burn in those legs if they're not burning to the maximum already. And I love you to get this workout through. Think of it like a marathon. You gotta finish, you can finish, you will finish. Here we go, in 3, 2, 1, and stepping out. Nice lean, and back to the center, lean lift. Good, nice control movements. Back to the center and knee lift. Stepping out. Good. Bring that knee back up, lift. Good stuff. Turn that toe out. Try not to wake the neighbors downstairs. Big steps. 3 seconds left, guys. You're looking good. Nice big reaches. Lock the opposing leg. Get a good stretch in the adductor as well. And relax. Good stuff. Good stuff. Guys, we're down to our last movement, reverse lunges. Let's go ahead and pick the pace up on this one since it's the last one. We want to make sure that we're getting some good work here. All right, so with that reverse lunge, we're going to go back to interlacing those fingers behind our heads, keeping it nice and tight. Spread those elbows as far apart as possible, okay? And we're going to hit those reverse lunges in 3, 2, 1, and pick up the pace here, kicking back. Make sure every time you come back, those feet are shoulder width apart. Do not let your feet come closer than the width of your shoulders. They should always be about the width of your shoulders or a little bit more. That's gonna help you stay balanced. And that's also gonna make sure that you don't find yourself falling over in any of these exercises. Good stuff, guys. Follow through, follow through. Keep the trunk tight, breathe. In through the nose, out through the mouth. And time. Perfect stuff, guys. We're gonna go into our cool down measure now. You guys did great with this leg workout. So let's go through a little walkthrough of a cool down. We're gonna stay on our feet for the first one. Here we're gonna do is bring our feet together. And take a nice deep breath over our head, inhale. And we're gonna come down towards the toes. Perfect. And your goal is not necessarily to try and touch the floor, right? You can even grab the back of your calves or your ankles and really just relax your spinal column. Keep the legs and knees as straight as possible. And you wanna find a center right here. You wanna become as small as possible in this position and relax the muscles. Good. Take about 5 more seconds here. And then come back up, perfect stuff. Good, all right, our next movement is a runner's stretch, okay? So we're gonna put one knee down on the floor. And it's similar to what we did in our warm up, but with this one, you're gonna be doing some trunk rotation, all right? You're gonna take one hand, reach behind to reach for the leg that's behind you. You're gonna cross over and reach towards the opposing wall. This is gonna help stretch the quads, which just got so much work, right? And you wanna reach past the knee that is up and forward in front of you. Good stuff, hold that for about 5 more seconds. Good, let's switch legs here. Good stuff. Reach behind for that leg and reach past the knee. Reach for the wall, squeeze the trunk. Right now, I'm just breathing out all of the hard work we just put in. Take about 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. All right, now let's sit on the floor completely. And we want to stretch the hip flexors out just a bit. So favorite stretch for me, most simple stretch, are our butterflies, right? So bring those heels together, nice and lightly. Grab the tips of those toes. And our goal here is to try to get the heels as close to the middle of our bodies as possible. I'm not too worried about your knees hitting the floor as much as I am your heels getting as close to your body, because that's naturally gonna give you the stretch. So grab those heels and just relax, keep your shoulders upright, and exhale. Let the arms do all of the work and let gravity do the rest of the work on those legs. Let them fly open. Good, and relax them. All right, good. Last stretch we're gonna do, we're gonna spread our feet. We're gonna reach over to one side of our feet here, grabbing the tip of our toes. All right, so we're gonna cross over with the opposing hand and reach for the top of the toe. And you wanna get that forehead into our knee, holding for about 7 to 10 seconds. Once again, just breathing out this entire workout, making sure we stretch all of the muscles we just used. You guys did great today. All right, going to the other side. Nice deep breath, hand towards the middle and reaching for the toe. Put your forehead into the knee as much as possible. And guys, look, it doesn't matter how flexible you are or are not. As long as you're stretching right now, you're ahead of the pack. You are ahead of the pack. Good stuff. Here we go, up on our feet. Give you guys a round of applause. You did a great job today. Great workout, great way to fight through. See you next time.